It took me a moment, but
I'm surprised it it took that long. And I was like, you're like, oh, shoot an arrow, shoot another arrow. Why don't you just have a Hoppy go in and punch it?
I didn't want to, hurt her too much. I wanted to scare her more than anything.
All right,
But
then
yes,
let's start the stream and let's see if anybody, I guess even including Mark if you watch the stream, who is willing to volunteer to recap for previously on Dungeons and Dragons.
I can, since it's pretty fresh for me. Um, we finished up at the courthouse judiciaries, and then we found we went to do the quest. We talked them up to 1,000 gold to break the mirror. Um, sorry, the quest for the uh, scribes, not scribes, something like that.
Like a
And
sage,
then
maybe.
what's that?
Like a sage, maybe.
Yeah, sages. That's it. And then we started poking at the mirror, and Oni came up with a contraption to get into the mirror without falling down and dying. And found that there was a dude inside that told her we wanted to destroy the mirror. We had to do it from the inside, and I don't remember exactly. And then we, so we all went in and we started fighting on the current map. The current map had 4 monsters on it, and and we're all body swapped, and we're learning how to use each other's skills. And finally Zach got me to run up and punch the bear. Uh, so that was basically it. We ended. We were going to get one turn to prepare before this next dude comes out.
and didn't some of us get swapped back into our bodies?
Yeah, and Zach, instead of swapping into his own body, decided to swap into somebody else's body.
Yeah, I think I'm
um,
the only person who's in his own body right now.
well,
No.
we got another ticket or another shard. So I think
Only wanted to make sure she got swapped too.
We swap.
Yeah.
I'm back to myself, right?
There should only be one person not in their body now, I think.
Or 2 people
should be
since it.
People. Who is left?
Amon is in his. Oni is in hers. I should have written this down.
I thought Hoppy also went into. I thought Hoppy and Oni swapped.
I had been Draco. Who became Draco then?
I think I did because you were the one, you grabbed the shard.
You and I swapped then. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So then we need to swap Renan and Hoppy.
Yeah.
That's
with
it,
the
then.
last one.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet. So Renan is Hoppy and Hoppy is Renan.
And since we need to pilot it, does anybody want to pilot it, or I can pilot it? It's me.
Go for it. Since you're playing, that way you can play both.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're not comfortable, say something and somebody else will volunteer, or I can do it. We're gonna pick up sort of right here. As soon as that third demon was killed, the shackles release this large, sort of battletoad-looking motherfucker. Who...
Actually, hold on. Please hold. Looking in the chat right now, it says if we use, we're talking about the shards right there. If we use the shard on Renan and Hoppy, there are in the right bodies, right?
Okay, so you and I are still not in our right bodies. You're still Oni and I'm still Draco?
I think so.
Okay.
Do you guys? Since I'm playing both of them anyway, it doesn't matter to me if we are body swapped. You guys want to body swap instead?
No, we'll play it the right way. I'll open up Draco's character sheet.
Sweet. Giant spiky toad demon with powerful legs leaps onto that stone archway and begins to sort of make like this croaking, groaning sound with his enlarged throat flap. Even from here, you can smell something that is quite pungent and off-putting. Oni, you'll be the first person to take their turn in the like downturn phase. What would you like to do? Like he hasn't engaged you yet. This is like your free turn of preparation.
All
Let
right.
me see. What should I do?
Yeah, Oni or
Yeah.
okay.
Oni as piloted by Zach.
Okay. Oni, what do we want to do? So this guy's coming at us first.
I feel like you might.
Well,
You can't use a hit die unless you're doing a short rest, right?
That is correct, but you could potion, or
I was thinking you might want.
anybody with healing spells could heal.
You could also delay your action until he comes closer.
but we
I-
do have quite a few people with ranged attacks.
I
I've
would
got a
not
range
run
attack coming
in.
right next.
And you could technically try to get him with the bow, but I wouldn't run in because you don't really have the hit points to keep him over there by himself.
But he's going to be here right away anyway. He's the third person after Draco comes at.
We should get one full round without him jumping in.
Yeah, Mark's right. We're gonna like his round will be
Oh.
preparing his first action, and then
Okay.
Brendan, Copy, and Amon will go, and then basically starting with Oni 17, that will be the actual first round of combat. This is just a prep round.
Okay, prep round.
So if you attack
Okay.
him, you get a second attack before he gets it. But then he's gonna kill him. So
I just know that so many back-to-back combats can be a little taxing, so I want to make sure you guys had a chance to breathe.
Let's see. Well, I don't have a potion. All right, I'm gonna
You should.
get out the longbow. Huh?
I have a small.
Where-
I have a small potion. Potion of healing.
Potion.
2d4 plus 2.
Where do you got it stored then? Finding
It's
These things are
below
fun.
Desultory distillation.
Oh, okay, there it
you
is.
should take the Draco would take the distillatory distillation. Just say.
Please don't
Alright,
kill my
so-
character. I really, really like my character. Please don't kill her.
So she turns into a grasshopper and jumps 6 squares to the left. Uh-oh.
All right. So yeah, I'll go ahead and take a healing potion. So no more healing potion
have
for you.
Winds, which will act kind of like a healing potion. Let me use that instead. Sorry.
Yeah, drinking the healing potion. What was it? 2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
2. Yay! Got 7. It did a little bit of help. Okay. Does she get 2 actions or 1 action? Just 1 action and...
That was a bonus action to drink a potion. You have an action and a move left.
Alright, so... I will go ahead and... sight him, or move right here, sight him up, and shoot him with the longbow.
Nice! And it was a crit.
Uh, 52 on the table. Takes us to... you are able to use the dodge action after your attack.
Okay, what I'll do is Dodge.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Renan's
Um,
got me, right? Yeah, Renan, you
Of-
got me.
Of note, as you fire that longbow, it hits his thick, leathery skin, but does not penetrate. It sort of just falls down, having lost its inertia, leaving a small bruise kind of in his pectoral muscle where you shot him, but 0 penetration to the skin.
0
That's why I
penetration.
dodged.
Yeah. not even just the tip.
Ow.
Sorry.
And that's why I dodged back over this way. Woohoo.
Draco's turn as piloted by Meg.
Yes. I'm going to conjure a flaming sphere on top of the big guy since he's going to be parked there for a round. And I'm going to cast it at a level 3.
Ooh.
Hold on, I'm tracking your spells so that you know how many you have left.
I'm tracking your spells for you.
And then, do I need to do anything else with that? Otherwise, I can do my flame seed. Flame seed!
Roll damage. Oh, you did roll damage.
Flame seed! Flame seed!
And I get a big save. So I take half of 15 and 7.
And remember, you get a bonus since the fire dude's out now.
Oh, right. What is that? A d6?
I believe a D8. I think it was an 8.
I think it was an 8.
Oh, I rolled a 1. Gross.
It's
As the fireball swells into existence and starts burning his skin, he chuckles a little bit as instead of like bloody welts like you would normally expect, it just slightly turns his orange skin bright red, like a small Indian bird might appear on somebody. He seems to be resistant to fire as well.
we should give him a healing potion. Maybe that will kill him.
Any other movement from Draco?
No, he's going to stay where he's at.
I continue to bellow like a toad, but I point at Oniara with a long outstretched talon, almost like he's marking you in some form or fashion. It's Renan's turn.
And I will go, come on, bring it! Frog breath!
Okay. Is there anything to hide behind?
I'm
I
hiding
guess
behind.
these-
Sure, like these statues
Oni?
that are on the other side of the bridge would create line of sight. If you could make it to one of the other platforms, any of the columns that the demons were chained to could also similarly create a line of sight.
I think she would
Run.
go and hide.
Yeah. She's chicken.
Yeah, she is chicken. And she probably doesn't get advantage. She probably doesn't get sneak attack.
We call her running for a reason.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. We're all so brave when she's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
She's not gonna watch the stream either.
I'll do Witch Bolt.
Which one?
The other one.
That bolt.
That does hit. No sneak attack, but
What does the
Sorry,
lightning
I-
damage do to him?
it arcs around his torso and like sort of like a like a bandolier around his upper torso, and starts to constrain and burn him a little bit. But like the fire, it's only like softly irritating his skin rather than charring, melting flesh and skin. It's just kind of zzz, 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 and he seems mildly inconvenienced by it. It is Hoppy's turn.
Hold on 1 second. Just checking something.
It is my goal to, at some point in this campaign, either rename Andy Griffin or get you a small summonable creature named Pee-wee.
Yeah, can we get a sprite that can ride on the back of Andy Griffin? I'm going to head to the end of this, and I'm going to do Knuckles of Knocking.
Uh, 17 hits.
Can I push him back with that?
Push them out of the
Push
fire.
him out of my fire.
I told you.
Channeling my best Draco.
So far, the Knuckles of Knocking appear to be the most efficacious attack. It hits him right in the jaw. You can watch like a tooth errantly fly out of his jaw and onto the stone floor, and a little trickle of blood runs down his cheek. The first sign of, if it bleeds, we can kill it.
So the argument again for the bludgeoning weapons
Yeah.
is Knuckles of Knocking bludgeoning.
You know, I was going to, but
It's force damage. Okay.
May the force be with him. It is a monster.
Right.
All right.
Wait.
I
did that
am
go?
not going to. What's that?
I think I missed the damage from the guy just standing there. That's okay. I didn't realize that went so quickly.
I'm not going to transfer Hunter's Mark yet. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hail of Thorns if I hit.
oh
Which is
shoot.
a no.
Who'd you hit instead? Oh my god. Not used to being back in your own skin, huh?
That takes a minute.
Oh jeez.
Oh no.
That can't
Oh
be good.
no.
Oh no.
It's not bad, it's just perfect because this one specifically has a melee and a ranged entry, and since you are ranged, I will read from the ranged entry. You spill your quiver. You must pick up
Oh, no.
arrows individually from the ground using your environmental interact button, or use object action to knock your bow.
What does that mean from a rolling perspective? Does that mean I just lose the rest of my turn, or do I have
Basically,
to?
yes. It means like
Yeah.
whatever is left of your turn will be used to pick up arrows and put them back in your quiver.
Yeah. Righteous.
You spill your quiver. Any movement from Amon, or are you happy where you're at?
I need to stay here and pick up my arrows. So.
That's fair. It is Oni's turn, as piloted by Draco.
Okay. So what do I got? Do I got a club? I'm gonna take. We need to get in there and get some damage on this guy. You just got S words, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and if you end up getting into melee, please do Blade Ward cantrip so that she takes less damage.
If I remember.
Draco's yelling at you. Don't forget.
I do what I
Okay.
want.
Let's see. What's the distance here? She can't even get over there anyway. All right. She's safe for now. We will do some more. Do you got anything cool with the arrows, or you're just regular?
Just regular arrows. Or
Okay.
you can delay until it gets into melee. And wallop him with the swords then.
Okay. I will delay my action one turn to whoop his ass.
Nice.
If he gets close, I cast whoop ass. Understood.
Hello, whoop ass. So
Mhm.
yes.
Draco is piloted by Oni.
Alright, this time Draco is going to cast Moonbeam and see if radiant damage does anything. We're
Oh,
gonna cast
no.
that at a level 2.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Does radiant
Oh
damage
no.
respond any differently?
Do you like where it's at?
Sure.
Roll your damage. Oh,
It's
sorry,
already
maybe you
there.
have to make a Constitution saving throw, which I do. But he does take 5 damage and seems not in no way resistant to it. It burns and starts eating away at the first layer of his skin. Like the arm where he shields his face is burned down to the ulna bone right away.
Okay. I'm going to Flame Seed with the other guy.
Rutro.
Yeah, they shoot.
Sorry, little buddy. Oh, a 95.
Oh no.
Oh, little man.
Oh god, it says he explodes and kills you.
Oh no!
Your
You mean
spell-
he kills Amon because that's who he's closest to.
Your spell backfires, creating a large explosion, causing you to fall and bump your head. The character falls prone and must make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage, 1d6 thunder damage, and are knocked unconscious for 1 minute. Oh boy.
You are not allowed to play with my little guy ever again. Holy cow!
Oh
Alright. You take a total of 3 damage and are unconscious for 1 minute.
Oh, jeez.
no! Sorry, little flame dude.
Poor dude.
What happened?
She killed my little guy almost. Trying to.
Like, put his hands together and clasped Flame Seed, but there was some kind of arcane feedback and he just exploded.
Big bada boom.
Sorry, my audio is just went to like a back channel or something like that. I can just barely hear you guys. I'm gonna restart it real quick.
And that concludes Draco's turn.
See, I've been really nice listening to you. You decided, fuck it.
Hey, I did the best that I could. It wasn't my fault. At least the ones weren't on Draco. At least they were on
Oh.
your summonable guy, who's already
This is
half
true.
dead
This is-
anyway. I could just summon
This
a
is
new
true.
one.
You
Alright,
could.
so
Yeah, it's true.
I start my turn in the Moonbeam.
Yes.
If you want to roll damage again, that seemed on the low side, but I have to make a con save.
Okay, 2d10 plus
Oh boy.
I get to do the 8 for the 1d8 for the fire guy.
Is that only on fire
Yes.
damage? Yeah.
It's healing or any of my spells, it said.
Oh,
So
really? I thought it was only to fire. My bad.
19 damage.
Okay, I'll link it for you there, John.
Well, I trust you. It's not.
Yeah.
There's another similar feature to the Artificer class, but that only applies. Oh no, maybe that doesn't either. I don't know. All right, I take full Moonbeam damage. It chars away his arm to muscular skeletal remains. Part of his chest is burned away too, so you can see exposed muscle tissue. On his turn, as promised, having called out Oni, flexing his massive frog-like amphibian legs, jumps right to here, landing with a thunderous kathunk. And as he lands, a giant cloud of poison and acid erupts in the space where he lands.
Ugh. You might need to use Wall of Steel. I don't know. Huh.
I'll be like, my strong hand can protect me. It's all necrotic anyway.
First, I need Hoppy and Oni to make Constitution saving throws.
What Tigers do best.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what Zach's do best.
You know, and then you get a +5 too, and so just saying.
Mark, are you raging? Oh no, you don't.
Yes.
You take full point for poison. So Hoppy takes 10, Oni takes 20 points of poison damage, but Hoppy is not poisoned to the condition. However, Oni is now poisoned.
What the hell?
Oh, and then I
Oh.
get to make one bite attack against Hoppy. With his large reptilian mouth, he bites you. Oh, I think that matches.
Uh,
22, of course,
Sure.
becomes 11 due to your rage.
Yeah.
Unless you want to take a reaction.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the shield. So it misses.
Copy that. Good call. That's it for me. It is now Renan's turn.
Nope, it is my
Um,
turn, isn't it? Since I delayed.
Oh, sure. Sorry, yeah.
Okay. You bitch. You
Mhm.
hit me.
I'm
Okay.
gonna. Oh, never mind.
All right, we're gonna go gold.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Let's do the resolution on that first. 41 says he is only large. You are able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and harass them. After you attack, you can choose to automatically succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving your opponent if both hands are in use. So if you want to, you can shove him.
To like knock him over prone.
So you can either knock him prone in the space he's in, or you can push him 5 feet away from you.
If
I mean,
you
you
push him
still got
5
2
feet
more
away, we might
attacks.
be able to throw him off.
Knock him prone then.
And let the curb stomping commence.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, he is proned, and that means the next 2 attacks will have advantage.
Nice.
Advantage. Here we go. Okay, the silver blade.
Woo! Yeah.
Nice.
My God.
Get it, Oni.
Turns out it doesn't matter who's piloting her.
God, she's the best. I just love her so much.
Oh my God. You feel the ebb and flow of battle and know where to make your next move. After your turn, you move to the top of the initiative order.
Nice.
Nice.
You're already the top of the initiative order.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be her turn again, basically, because of the delayed action. That's kind of fucked up, but.
And another one! Yeah!
My God. This isn't
Holy
fun.
crap.
All right, one more.
She,
And
she
oh,
be
no,
pissed.
That's 3 crits in a row. You go to jail, right? That's like 3 doubles in Monopoly. 90.
You be
Roll an
pissed.
additional
Okay.
set of damage dice above and beyond your normal critical, and the target suffers 1 unit of exhaustion. So roll another d10.
Ah.
I mean, it comes and goes. They can't all be crits.
Oh, so good. That's so good though.
Oni moves to the top of the initiative order, so after the Hezru's delayed action, we start at 23, and that's Oni's turn again.
Who's the bitch now?
26 hits. Oh my God.
29.
29 hits for 11. Is anyone else going to get to play 18 hits?
19. Yeah.
Holy crap.
All right. So that's 6 consecutive attacks, 50% of which were critical hits. You've done 87, 89 damage in 1 round.
Nice.
I mean, I feel like if you action surge, you just kill this, or can it be Renan's turn? Can anybody else play?
Oh, okay. I'll let you go. Go, Renan.
I don't know. Action Search comes back, so it's not even.
It is Renan's turn.
Okay.
I can't
Brennan
believe that.
will, shoot him because it's an base attack.
Mama.
Oh, he's prone, so it's an advantage, right?
Papa.
It's at disadvantage, unfortunately, with a ranged attack.
Oh.
Like when somebody lays
Doesn't
flat, it's
she-
much harder to hit them with a ranged attack.
Got it.
But easy to punch them and kick them and stab them, apparently.
True.
As
Very.
If she doesn't move, does steady aim make it
Make
regular?
it a normal roll. Yep.
I will do that.
18 hits for 17 damage. Unfortunately, that's going to get halved. As before, the bow, this time it like hits him right in the back, right between the shoulder blades, and the arrow sticks in, but not very deep. Like you can still see a portion of the arrowhead
But just a
not
tip.
in his back. So not as effective as it could have been, and Redden is quite disappointed. She was looking forward to stealing that kill. It seems like maybe he's got resistance to mundane attacks and at least 2 elements specifically. It is Hoppy's
That's
turn.
what Hoppy is the kill stealing factor.
Yes.
Uh,
And like, I think Hoppy operates under the assumption that if there's resistance, that just means you have to hit harder.
pretty much.
If the initial damage gets bigger, the 50% number goes up too. Any one of those is lethal damage. If you would like to describe how you fell this demon lord.
I take my sword and I stick it right in his throat, where his sack is.
Yes.
Is
There's a name for that, and for the life of me, I can't remember it.
yeah, air sac, whatever, and it starts going like a whoopee cushion.
Bubble. It's called a throat bubble.
Throat
I had to look it
Okay.
Oh, technical.
up. He is very, very dead. As he dies, the body sort of disintegrates like the last 3 did. It leaves behind a small shard of mirror, behind which there are only 2 characters left. Touching it will restore those 2 people to their correct bodies. Oni and Draco switch. Once again, everybody is home where they should be. The final safety band disperses on that globe in the center, and it spins like a mirrored disco ball, sending bright lights everywhere, and eventually becomes like a static gateway through which you can see that antechamber that you were in before, the room with like 4 persons sized mirrors.
Okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to do here?
Yes.
Do you want to go through the gateway?
Before Draco
we
and I
rest?
switch, I'm going to come up to Oni and I'm going to cast protection from poison on myself, on Oni, so that she's no longer.
You don't
poisoned.
trust that I would do it?
I do not, and I just used your last level 2 spell to do it. That was the
You-
only reason
what
why
a
I was thinking
jerk!
you might not.
Wow!
And now we can swap back. You can have your character back.
Wow!
Oh,
You have
and,
no spells, by the way.
and on the
I halfway
way,
killed your little guy.
on the way, I'm gonna pick up my little wildfire guy. so he's standing
There
up
you go,
again.
buddy.
Yeah. They can be friends. Okay, I got my character back.
What the hell was that?
If we're gonna take a short rest, I'm gonna use a hit die.
Can we take a short rest here?
I'm fine with that.
I don't know. Draco's in a good condition now. He feels refreshed. Now he's back in his own body, full of health. Oh, jeez.
Alright. I'm back to full.
Let's go.
And I'm
Let's
no
go.
longer poisoned. Can you take off my poison icon?
We'll see.
Hey.
Oh.
What's the icon on Hoppy?
What icon? Going through the door, rather expectedly, takes you back to the atrium. The doorway that you emerge from is now a plain mirror that you can see your own reflection in. However, if you stare at it long enough, it starts to warp slightly.
See me.
The other 3 doors are still like portals to other painful experiences.
I don't see myself. Oh, painful experiences. You're so clever, John.
Thank you. I try.
But I don't see Draco.
That's weird. You aren't there.
Hey,
I say we go right.
I've managed to improve the party.
Ouch.
Wow. The party was pretty amazing just a moment ago.
How do I remove?
No,
this
wait.
stuff?
That was just me.
Okay.
There I am.
We're going right, even though we always go left.
Yeah.
Which direction did we do earlier?
South.
We went south.
Yeah, we went south. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to draw over. Well, that's just gonna have to do. I was trying to draw over the door that we've already done, so that way we know where we've been.
I'm not taking notes. I should do that.
All right, let's go.
Let's see.
He's trying to draw.
But now I see two of me. Now there's two of me. Oh, I must have been stacked on top of somebody. That's why.
All right, going to the door to the right as you emerge, which we all.
Wait, if you're standing
always-
in the middle, do you see yourself in all the doors? Who? No.
Woohoo! No.
Can you see in 4 directions at once?
I can. I got 4 eyes.
Mon brings up a more important question.
Mhm.
How would that be possible, good sir? Give me just one moment to prep the map to the right, since I was expecting us to go left, since, you know, we always go left.
Right?
No, left.
Great. Let's go forward. Onward.
You step through the pane and emerge on cold stone. Looking around, you can see that you are in some kind of detention center, a small square-like building floating in a black inky sea of nothingness. You also notice you are not the only prisoners here.
What's in this room?
Ooh.
I'm not sure what that is. I was gonna wait and see what you guys' best guess was. It's not a person or a thing.
Looks like a flame
It's
of
a
some sort.
place.
Ice cream. Because we are on cold stone.
Nice.
We are
It's
in
ice cream.
Coldstone, That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was supposed to be like some kind of spilled bedding material, like batting from something. I really don't know.
Hmm.
So I was gonna wait and see what you guys thought it was. It is
Oh, it
not.
looks like
I will
a-
tell you for free. It's not important to this particular map objective.
It
I'm gonna walk
looks
over
like a
Primordial
here
ooze.
and talk to this prisoner and see if she'll engage.
Yeah.
The lady, the winged lady, or any of the small imps.
The winged lady. I mean, really any of them. I'm just gonna walk forward and say, "How long have you been here?"
She just moans as though it's pain. It costs her physical energy to speak. Far too long.
Who captured you and locked you here?
Like the same man that caught and captured you.
We have not been captured.
And yet here you are in prison.
That was great
That was
timing.
perfect timing.
I think I know who captured us. Okay. Well, if you're not going to provide me with any additional information, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm gonna start moving
She
over here.
tells you, hold on, she tells you that she would be happy to provide you with anything you want. She eyes you from top to bottom and back again.
It seems like your type, Oni.
I'm gonna roll my eyes and say, games is not what I've come for. Then turn around and walk away.
Okay.
What's over here in this one? Well, actually, on my way, I'm gonna stop and check this one. Here in the middle.
It is apparently an empty cell. That or its inhabitant is invisible. You can't say for sure.
Okay.
But all the doors are closed and locked.
Presently, all of them are, yep.
Okay, and
Is there anything in this center area that I can decipher, like runes or
You can make an Arcana check.
Yes, they're-
Confident that it is magic of some kind, you feel comfortable sharing that with the party.
Someone drew something here.
Do I recognize it? I'll do an
Uh,
Arcana check.
Say this is not what I would consider hidden magic, so anybody's free to roll if they want to, regardless of proficiency.
-2.
Yes, Hoppy over your shoulder. Yes, magic. Like nothing more, just agrees with you that this is likely magic in nature.
I
Hey!
guess
Double
Renan.
digits.
Oni, I'll give you more.
I rolled a
This isn't-
14 because we
this
still get plus
ki-
1.
This kind of runic architecture happens a lot. This is like a teleportation circle. This is not unlike the ones that you find at the center of each of the Great Pyramids that dot the kingdom of Amon-Ra. This kind of magic is not like it's not known to you in the sense that you can reproduce it, but you've seen it many times. It's like, you know, street signs on a familiar drive to work. Like, you don't necessarily know exactly how it was made or what specifically it does, but you've seen it enough to recognize that this is some kind of teleportation circle. It's likely, you know, how you arrived here. And you can tell by the way the sigils are not quite connected to each other presently that at this moment that circle is now inert. You also see around it like a small faint ring around the teleportation circle that reminds you of you've encountered something like it before in the pyramid, sort of like a magic mouth style trigger. Like that's a circle of observation that's meant to detect some kind of condition. So your supposition based on the information that you have and the arcana knowledge that you've acquired over a year of playing with these people is that your guess is that if certain condition is met, you don't know what that is, but it's likely that once a condition is met, the teleportation circle will activate and either take you back to where you were or someplace else. Seeing no other obvious way out of this room, that's your best logical deduction. Yeah. You were also looking at the other corner,
Great thing.
the upper right-hand corner of the map are two large demons. They're very tall and lanky, and they're covered head to toe in bony protrusions that end in jagged spines. They don't seem to speak common, but they just like glower at you. They hate you, but they're sort of like, you know, they're waiting to see what happens next before they level any kind of threat. I'll give it to Renan for free because her perception is usually pretty high. On the outside of the door, there are 3 buttons. Small stones inset on the outside of the door that look like they could be depressed if one were so inclined. But you don't recognize the arcane sigils drawn on them.
Is that the ones on?
Someone with more than a 3 in Arcana would have to take a look at it. Oni, you are on the ball right now. You're the best Arcana for this room. If you wanted to take a look at it, you probably could make some sense out of it. But
Sure. I'm gonna go to one of the empty rooms.
okay, they are the same everywhere. 3 buttons. One that's slightly colored red, one that's slightly colored blue, and one that in its totality is black. Each has an arcane sigil on it, but it doesn't directly correspond with any word you're familiar with. But like in your mind, you feel like the first 2 are related and opposite, and the third one you get a bad feeling about. Like this, not being able to read it, but just, okay, Zach knows. The first button opens the jail cell, the second button closes the jail cell, and the third button is to punish.
Ooh.
Hey, Oni, get inside this real quick. I'll try some.
Hey! No. I used all of your spells, so you can't heal me if you kill me.
Oh,
That's not
jeez.
fair. I left you some. Well, we could test it out on some of these demons, or we could test it out on the empty room. I'm gonna hit the punish button in the empty room.
Straightforward, huh?
We're gonna find out if there's an invisible person in this one.
Give me one moment. I was expecting other things to happen first. One quick
That
sec.
seems to be happening a lot today, John.
It does a
Were,
little bit.
were you
Yeah.
too busy with BlizzCon?
No, like I've got the next 10 or 11 like scenes prepared. I'm ready to go. I just have them in a certain order, and this is just not the order I imagined.
Did not expect
do
me to
this
hit
one.
the punish button.
No, like I mean, come on now. Know you guys pretty well, I think. I assumed it was definitely going to happen. That's why I prepped for it. But I also kind of assumed there'd be like discussion or interaction of any kind first. But straight for the fuck you button. Got it.
Okay,
You're right.
I won't take any more actions after this.
The teleportation circle activates for a moment after you pressed the torture button, and a undulating black sphere appears in the room. You don't feel anything from it, except it does create a sense of like dread and foreboding in everybody in the room. It seems almost living, as like its mass kind of shifts back and forth. It's got an almost liquid type surface, and the jail cells all begin to illuminate one at a time in clockwise order. Very fast at first, bouncing here to here to here to here to here. Doop, 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 doop. Eventually, the flashing in the cell starts to slow down. Done. Done.
Oh,
Done.
that's messed up.
Done. 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 And ends here. This room remains illuminated. And you can hear a voice speak to them in the cell, but from your perspective, it's just womp 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 womp. And there's no hesitation from the room. They respond with something, and the orb in the center grows in size, almost doubling its total volume.
Uh-oh.
You can now see within it there's like arcing bits of arcane magic sort of statically charging all around its center.
Oni, what did you do?
I pushed the button.
Then this room that they just had that conversation you couldn't understand in blinks rapidly 3 or 4 times, and that pattern starts again.
You guys, get away from that orb. I got bad feeling.
It ends here. And for a moment, there's like a reverberating sound.
Hoppy's gonna open the door and grab the ice cream.
It seems to wait like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds go by. Having no response, that pattern starts again. That one starts blinking rapidly, and then in sequence, all rooms blink again. Landing on this empty one again. You can hear something in the chamber speak again.
Yeah, I like this. Peanuts.
There's no response. It starts again. That same wheel of death spins until it lands here. The voice speaks to the 2 prisoners in the chamber. Their response is immediate. They chuckle, laugh, pointing at all of you, and the sphere grows in size again.
I want to open this cell that I'm standing next to.
Okay. You press the top button, and the door dematerializes.
I don't want to walk in. I just want to stand at the entrance.
Okay.
I forgot I was muted. I was trying to do that with Ren.
You can also open her door.
Well, before when the voice was over.
The thing,
But don't. It's okay. It's
it goes again. Stopping at the door in front of Hoppy. This jail cell begins to reverberate as that, disembodied voice speaks to an empty cell. It
I'm
waits.
gonna yell at it. Hey!
15 seconds. It gets no response. It recycles. That same pattern happens again. This time it lands here. This one flashes for a moment. Amon, a disembodied voice, begins to speak, but it's still muffled. You strain to hear it, but cannot.
Poke your head in! Poke your head in! I think you muted me.
If no action is taken, the pattern resumes.
Sorry, I was muted. We're just gonna have to play the game, so I'm gonna go in. As I hear the muffled voice, I'm just gonna follow it into the cell.
Okay. You catch the very tail end of the conversation, and as soon as you step into the cell, the door closes behind you. There are no buttons in the interior of the cell. The
Obviously
disembodied voice makes an offer to you. You can either take the pain and reduce it by half, or you can pass the pain to the next person and it will be doubled.
I will take the pain.
Oh,
my.
God. Oh, no. Why would you do this?
You take 33 points of necrotic damage. And
That's
it
half.
reduces in size. Everybody who's not in a cell, or excuse me, rather, everybody who's in a cell. Oh, that's only you. Amon, make a perception check for me.
Nice.
On the inside of the cell, you notice that something that you couldn't see from the outside is that the interior wall here is displaying some kind of timer. You don't understand its purpose, but it's about a quarter of the way into its timer with 3/4 of the allotted time left. That would, in your rough estimation, coincide with the moment Oni pressed the punish button, suggesting that this punishment is on some kind of it only will make this circuit a certain number of times.
Mm-hmm.
What happens at the end of that is unknown to you.
Yep. I want to sign to Renan because I don't think anyone can hear me, and just sign that I think the thing's on a timer, and we need to leave one person out of the cell and try to keep everyone's damage to a minimum so that we don't all die. And hope that makes sense to her.
Do you actually have sign language as a language proficiency, or are you just attempting to convey an idea with interpretive dance?
We just have an established relationship of communication visually.
Yeah, we've talked about that shorthand.
Sure. I'm okay saying that this is basic enough a concept that she could probably understand most of the general gist of it. As soon as you're done trying to convey that, the pattern starts again. This time it ends back to the succubus chamber. The succubi and imp take no chances and double the pain for the next person.
All right, I'm gonna go. If Renan has communicated that, or if I was watching Amon, I'm gonna go into open the door and step into this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I will communicate. And Poppy's gonna go into this.
And then Draco, are you gonna stay out so that you can let us out?
Yeah, I can stay out.
Renan is
Renan, okay, Renan will stay out too. That sounds good.
Renan is staying out.
Okay.
I mean,
She-
the both of us
she's
have.
not here. Mathis wants to say hi.
Hi, Mathis.
Hi, Mathis.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how's it going?
Hi, buddy. How are you?
First book. Gotta hold it up a little higher.
Cool.
Here, I'll hold it up.
That's
Was it
awesome.
about this book that you wanted to tell?
Made by a cursed doll. And
Oh.
if you read a cursed book, you only have 7 days left to live.
Ugh. Then don't read that book.
It's a Minecraft thing.
But
Oh.
actually,
A Minecraft video.
if you read it one by one pages, you can do that. But I just read the I for 7 days. But
Oh.
if
This
you
is now latest.
but if you read it a lot by a lot, being quiet without reading the words, then you won't be cursed for 7 days.
Okay, good. I
You
hope
ever
that
see
you're
a
not
book like
cursed.
this?
No.
Then
Okay.
it's probably a cursed book.
Oh, all
Say
right.
it's a cursed book.
That's good to know.
Hey, but say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Sorry, he was talking at me a lot, and I couldn't figure out what he was saying.
Apparently, he was warning you about the cursed books in your house.
You've only got 7 days.
Yeah. This month, that sounds about right.
All right. So are we doing again?
Yep.
She's
We are
about-
the spin the wheel of doom. It lands with Oni. Oni, the disembodied voice, gives you the same option that it gave Amon. You can accept the punishment of the group and have the volume of punishment that is available, or you can double the amount of punishment and punt it to the next poor soul.
I'll accept.
The demons don't understand why you're accepting it. Like
I don't. I mean, come on.
like you get the impression that these other jail cells were likely at one point in time probably full. But if you want to accept it, they're happy to let you. You take 32 points of necrotic damage.
No, I don't. I Wall of Steel.
Do I need to rage to use Spirit?
So you take 13 points of necrotic damage,
I'll take it.
and the necrotic damage
Uh,
ate your swords. They're gone.
Yes.
The what?
You mean 16.
Nothing.
Oh.
You mean 16 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
Mark reduces it even more, so you're just at 53 then.
That's kind of messed up. You did it for Oni, but you didn't do it for Amon, huh? Jeez.
I forgot. I wasn't trying.
I hate him.
I was trying to listen to the freaking
It's fine.
4-year-old. I'll do it
It's
for him
Spins
too.
again. And ends in Amon's chamber. Amon, the same disembodied voice you've heard before, offers you the same deal. You can accept the pain as it is and reduce its total volume by half, or you can pass the punishment on to the next person, doubling it.
Life is pain. I'll take it. Also, I just realized that if we wouldn't have gone in any of the cells, we probably wouldn't have been
Yep.
punished at all.
Uh-huh.
Just because the orb was outside with us doesn't mean we were probably in danger.
Yep.
Tendrils arc from it into your chamber, leeching 22 points of necrotic damage away from your life force. I think that leaves you in a rough spot.
That leaves me at one hit point.
We
Yeah.
gotta get you out of there.
Technically, that's all you need to play the game.
What? Where's the clock at? The doomsday clock?
It's now half over.
And
Maybe
Oh, okay.
does the black circle get smaller?
it does.
So it'll do even less damage this next time.
hmm It spins again.
Okay, I want to open up his cell to get him out.
Put fire guy
Uh,
in there.
Thank
since
you.
he's
I was
mostly
gonna
dead
say
anyway.
that.
Whilst the wheel is spinning, the buttons don't do anything.
Okay, so
Eh,
crap.
do you have a potion? Use a potion.
The wheel ends on the empty cell in front of Renan.
Does the
This
button
is-
open now?
You can open the button with them on in it.
Come on,
yes.
come on out. Get out of here. And I'll send my fire dude in there.
We can
There you
sacrifice
go.
him, and then you can summon a new one that hopefully won't roll one.
Exactly.
It rolls again. And it's the incubus chamber again, or excuse me, succubus chamber. They pass the pain on to the next person, doubling the hate ball's size.
Would you stop doing that?
They cackle maniacally, all the imps do. And she says she hasn't survived this long by taking pain not due her. It spins again.
You know what? We could let them out as well. You know, guys.
Why would we do that?
It's in not Amon, Hoppy's cell.
I'll take it.
You take it. You take 24 points of necrotic damage and reduce it to a little tiny baby angry ball of hate. It spins again.
Where's the timer?
It's about a quarter of the way through. You would suspect it's going to spin
Or
one or
left.
two more times. Worst case scenario. It lands in the imp's room, or your fire guy's room.
Take it.
Hmm.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's so small.
He's over.
Oh,
And how
very
much
cool.
is he dead? He gone. Poof.
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage.
Maximum possible damage.
Ooh.
He has the worst of luck this incarnation. And so no more fire dude.
Got
Poof.
stunned and exploded himself. Then he got murdered. It spins one more time. It lands in the Spike Devils thing. They have no interest in taking any damage. The ball of hate enlarges. It looks like it will roll one last time, according to the timer. It lands in Oni's cell.
What does the
Take
voice
it.
say if the timer is off?
It asks if you would like to take the punishment yourself or double it and pass it to the next person. The same offer
Pass it.
that's been
Pass it. Pass it.
I'll take
Pass it. Pass it. Pass it.
You'll take it.
Pass it.
Okay.
Pass it.
You take 22 points of necrotic damage and shrink it to a wee baby tiny nothing one.
Alright, I'm gonna Wall of Steel again. So I take 3 damage.
3 damage.
I can probably flip that.
It's okay. Hold off on it just in case we need that for later.
It's a free action.
Oh, okay. Well, then
It's a
never mind.
reaction.
Hoppy absorbs some of the damage, so Oni takes none. That was the end of the timer. From Amon's best recollective memory, the hate orb at the center of the room now detonates and explodes, hitting everybody not in a jail cell for a small amount of necrotic damage.
Oh shit. Sorry, Oman. I probably should have done a little bit of healing beforehand.
Everybody not in a jail cell takes 6 points of necrotic damage.
It's alright, you can heal him now, right?
And the ball disappears and the gateway becomes functional.
Alright, get us out of here. Let's go.
Okay, let me heal
You heal
Amon.
Amon. Yep, Renan can get myself and Hoppy out.
The healing word shall heal you.
Renan's gonna check out these boxes before we leave, just to see if there's any.
And I'm gonna make it a point to make rude gestures to both of them and just say, "Enjoy your time in prison, suckers. Next time, take the punishment."
They scowl at you and cast dispersions on your character and your your maternal line, suggesting that you are in fact a bastard child of some size, shape, or variety. Then they just resort to cussing in demonic, which sounds terrifying, but you have no idea what they're actually saying, so it's hard to get offended.
Nice.
A quick rummage through the box just reveals a bunch of clothes and confiscated like demonic armor bits, small contraband items, some like a small vial of liquid that smells putrescent. You're welcome to take some, any, or none of it, but none of it strikes you as being particularly valuable or interesting. More like just whatever demons who got captured and put in jail might have had on them at the time.
The armor bits, are they like full pieces of armor, or are they just like
They're
patches?
damaged from capture. None of them is a full, complete suit of functioning armor.
And she wouldn't want anything putrescent, so leave that. And okay, I'm good with that. Let's go. Did Hoppy ever figure out what the ice cream cone was?
With the what?
The ice cream cone?
Oh, you tell me. Did he?
Filled cup full of urine. Somebody
Nice.
was saving their urine.
It's bull urine. How do you know? Trust me, I know. The portal takes you back to the central squared antechamber. Now the mirror to the south and the mirror to the east both reveal reflections of yourselves. As you stare at them, though, like the people in your reflection begin to do things that you aren't doing. The reflection warps ever so slightly. You see people appear that aren't standing in the room with you, but there are two portals, two panes that still await you.
Can we take a long
Is
rest?
it possible for us to take a rest here?
You guys can attempt to do whatever you'd like.
Yes.
I think we at least do a short rest.
And you.
I say a long rest.
Hit die.
You want a potion?
I-
Come on.
I've
I got a
got
potion
hit
for you.
die.
Oh, if we do the long rest, you'll get some of your spell slots back too, Draco.
All right, if you guys want to attempt it, let's attempt in this little creepy, torturing little room.
Let's do it. I'm gonna
It's
set
so
up camp in the
scary.
middle.
You guys try to fall asleep, but you find it very, very, very difficult to do so. I'd like every person in the party to make a Constitution saving throw.
Hoppy can sleep anywhere.
Oh, that's weird. I see the words Constitution save for the 5 of you, but no numbers.
I have a
24,
5.
16, 5.
Oh, hold on, as I
14.
mouse over them, they're appearing.
Blah 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 blah.
A really interesting roll 20 glitch. Alright, 24, 16, 5, 14, 15.
The second one for me is red.
Let me just say, anybody who did not get a 16 or better does not get the benefits of a full rest.
Do we get the benefits of a short rest?
Well, of course, if you want to spend hit dice, anybody can. Hoppy gets the benefits of a long rest. Amon gets the benefits of a long rest. Everybody else just gets the benefits of a short rest. Anything that comes back on a short rest, or if you want to spend hit dice, you can. But only Hoppy gets the traditional.
I was sleepy.
So Hoppy, you don't need to spend hit dice if you don't want to, because you got a full rest, right? So you would go
Sorry,
to full
those were for Renan.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Good looking out. Where would you guys like to go next?
Let's go not left. Again.
Let's go left.
Forward!
You can't go left now. You guys tell me what you want to do.
Hello.
I feel like John knows we're gonna go left, so let's go north.
North.
Mhm.
Always keep him guessing.
Mhm.
All right. Before I teleport you, is now a good time for a quick break?
Sure.
Let's take a quick 3 to 5 minute break now and regroup. See you guys in a bit.
Bye! Nah, we definitely gotta stay together. That's for sure.
Alrighty.
Give it to John. Here we go.
Are we all committing north?
Sure.
Which direction?
What?
Zach, I'll let you choose. Draco, you
Let's go
choose.
west from how we're currently aligned.
You son of a bitch. Now I just have to copy paste you all onto a different map.
He's gonna definitely make us pay for this. I just know.
All right. You find yourself in a ornate worked stone hallway. It's about 15 feet wide and very, very long. Every 20 or so feet, however, is a large ensconced alcove with 2 floor-to-ceiling mirrors on either side of the alcove. These alcoves run the length of the hallway for as far as you can see.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So
This is my Oni trap. She just stands in front of the mirror and admires herself so long she starves to death.
I'm back.
I feel like we should probably try like shooting an arrow or something down here to make sure that nothing comes out of the mirrors.
okay, so we won't
At
have him onto
open.
it. He'll just spill them all over the place.
Oh, damn.
Shots fired.
One time, guys.
Why not send Fire Guy?
Because
Oh,
I
at the
too
moment.
soon.
I
Too
volunteer Fire
soon.
Guy for a lot, and I don't think Draco likes that.
It's a mini version of me. It's kind of how you guys feel about me.
Just saying,
Hoppy
if we
is
could
just gonna
resummon
walk
a
out
new
in
one.
front.
Oh, I know. It
If
doesn't.
we could get a new Draco, we would get a new Draco.
Oh.
Alright. Hoppy being the daredevil meat shield of the party, you step out in front. There's not any kind of surprising, immediate, or painful reaction. The mirror to the north, like, glows with a soft white light, kind of like a television static in a dark room, and immediately draws your attention to it. There's a swirl as the glass that makes its surface becomes almost liquid and kind of like swirls out like a tidal pool and reveals to you a scene, not a reflection, but like you're watching something distantly, almost like you would through a scrying spell. You can see a woman and a small child playing in a field, and the kid's just like sort of rampaging about. He's got like a makeshift wooden sword that's just like a twig with a cross section on it, and
Aw.
he's chopping up dandelions, and she just sort of is sipping tea and watching him play his games. And that scene repeats a few times over and over again, almost like a recorded memory. And at the very
What
end of the
is it?
memory, all of the slashed dandelion bits sort of coalesce into the air. I need you to make a perception roll. Hoppy.
Is this a trap? That was
Renin.
Hoppy. That was Hoppy's numbers. It's just
The thing that's the takeaway for you that was most poignant is that the dandelion dander, the seed pods from the death of the dandelions that he's slashing away, gently drift up into the air, and you notice that they seemingly form the letter E, but it's presented to you backwards.
what's going on in the bottom one?
At the moment, nothing. It's just a seemingly clear pane of glass. What's interesting to you, Hoppy, is that at this distance, it does not even show your reflection.
I'm gonna move
It just
down.
creates the infinite hallway effect of like mirror on mirror. As you get closer, Hoppy, you see yourself appear in the mirror, and you are a handsome gentleman.
I am
But as you turn to look at the party and tell them that it's okay, your mirrored image does not move. In fact, your mirrored image stays exactly where you were when you first saw your own reflection in it, and is now static in that space. As you come and go, as you move, nothing about that mirror changes. It's just a reflection of Hoppy as he was in that moment.
You trapped your soul. Your soul is stuck.
It trapped my soul.
I'm getting Dark Link vibes.
I think I have to stand here for the rest of my life. Sorry, guys.
How would we know if you trapped your soul?
He's a ginger. He has no soul.
Oh no! Hoppy.
All right, so Hoppy, you gonna tell us what's happening? You good?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them about the backwards E, and I'm going to tell them about the little kid and the sword. We get to talk about the wife, and then I'm going to tell them, and my soul is sucked out.
Definitively. Like it. What do you guys do with that information?
I'm gonna see if I can see the scene he saw up at the top.
As you approach, after once Hoppy stepped away, it kind of went back to just being mirrored glass. But the same thing happens to you, Draco, as you approach it. It begins to swirl, becoming almost liquid for a moment, and sort of just like studio dissolves into this memory scene of a young boy swiping at dandelion seed pods with his homemade sword while a mother watches on affectionately. The scene sort of ends with you noticing that very distinctly the dandelion seed pods do form a backwards E in the air.
Yeah, he was right. So that means his soul probably is stuck over there, so I'm gonna keep on going. Don't look, get your soul stuck. Alright, let's see diagonally. Whoop.
As you approach the southernmost mirror, Draco, at first you only saw like the infinite mirror reflection of a mirror that reflects a mirror that reflects a mirror that reflects a mirror, until you get within a few feet of the mirror, and then flash frozen is an image of Draco peering into the southernmost mirror, and just like Hoppy explained, as you turn away to look at the party, as you gesticulate, as you make any other movements, the image in the mirror does not. It remains statically frozen in that moment in time, preserving you perfectly as you were just then.
Okay, guys. I think we don't look at the south mirrors, the bottom mirrors here. Don't look at those. Just look at the top. There's better stuff up top. There's got to be, because it just shows me frozen in the mirror in this bottom one.
What happens if you go to the top mirror? Do you get to see a new thing, or now that you're trapped, do you not?
Well,
see
I'm not
anything?
trapped. I just see my reflection's frozen. So, all right, I'll take a look up here.
Same as before, the mirror's surface becomes liquid and begins to swirl, slowly dissolving away into one of these sort of recorded memories, a vignette from someone's life. You recognize the same woman from the first one as the mother of the boy that was sword fighting dandelions, and she's maybe preparing some kind of meal. Looks like a kitchen workspace. She's got two large, almost like goblets full of wine, and she's chopping vegetables, and then there's a sudden something, a sound or emotion that causes her to turn suddenly over her left shoulder, and as she does so, she knocks both of the wine glasses over, and as the wine drips down the cutting board and onto the floor as the scene pans out, you notice that. Make a perception check. The wine pools on the ground in the shape of a reverse letter R.
Yeah, so I recite what just happened here. Same lady, no little boy this time, but something happened outside of the viewing screen here, and she ran out and spilt wine that's got a reverse R, guys.
All right.
So
We have a reverse E and a reverse R. Since you and Hoppy already have your reflection
Soul's cursed.
in a lower mirror, why don't one of you try going to the third lower mirror and see what happens if you stand in front of the mirror again?
Okay.
Before we move
Whoop.
in there and run into that problem.
I'm going to see what happens when I go over here.
Into my mirror.
To Draco's mirror. Okay, yeah.
Simultaneously, Hoppy, you see the static frozen image of Draco sort of quizzically looking back at you. It's motionless, it doesn't do anything, and it looks exactly as Draco looked 11 seconds ago when he stood in front of that mirror. Draco, as you stand
Quite
in front of
handsome.
the third southernmost mirror, it goes from being just opaque glass showing you that infinite hallway display of mirror, reflecting mirror, reflecting mirror, reflecting mirror, and instead quickly morphs to just showing you your reflection as you appear now,
Dashingly.
and nothing more. Yeah, you strike a good pose this time, knowing that it's essentially taking your photo.
Yes.
Your eyes flare brightly with some fire. The
Yes.
cracks in your skin just burn ember hot, and yeah, it's a far more dashing picture than the one that was like this. This is a way better second selfie.
Yeah, so guys, let's avoid the
But
bottom mirrors. 'Cause
Does it take a picture of him again?
It does. There's
Yeah.
a mirror
Dash
picture
now.
of Hoppy and 2 mirror pictures of Draco. One way better than the other.
Okay.
But they're all three, both of them are better than Hoppy's. I mean,
Yeah,
me.
one is a
There's
delete,
three of
one
me
is
now.
insta-worthy for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, give us the rest of the letters from the vignette.
You've seen a backwards E and a backwards R.
I have it written down.
Obviously,
Draco-
it's
So I'm-
telling us to send
so I'm gonna- I'll walk down and look at the north side mirrors without looking at any of the south side mirrors and see what is on this fourth panel.
Okay.
We still don't have a third mirror.
We don't.
Uh,
Is it easier if we do initiative, or are you guys okay sort of taking turns like I'm doing? I don't want someone to feel like they're not getting a chance to explore the way they want to, but
Yeah, we can do initiative.
is that easier? Yeah, let me get the
Yeah.
initiative tracker up. That way, I don't want someone to feel like, oh, I wanted to try this before that happened.
Right.
Go ahead and roll initiative. No. All right, let's do this in descending order. Hoppy's turn, or would you like to let somebody who hasn't taken an action go first, Hoppy?
Let's go and skip and let Oni and them go.
Are we okay with that? Since Hoppy and Draco have already had a chance, we'll start with Oni. You don't, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not saying like you have to take an action if you don't have any interest in exploring or.
I think
just
Oni's
skip it.
gonna stay where she is.
Renan.
Is also going to stay in the back.
Right next to Oni.
She's going to try and
Definitely.
make herself scarce. Hide.
Okay. Amon, you head to the fourth mirror, looking at the northernmost mirror. There's a same as before. You approach the glass, it becomes almost liquid and begins to swirl, slowly dissolving into a scene, a shared memory almost, that displays a young boy standing on an upturned bucket trying to get on a horse. The horse is not ready to be ridden. It doesn't have a saddle on it. Nothing is cinched down. It doesn't have a blanket. It's just a bare-backed horse. And this kid seems absolutely determined to get up on it. And when he does, he grabs like the mane of it and tries to hop onto its back. The horse rears backwards and the kid falls down, and you hear a horrible crunching sound. As you look, the kid's arm has been broken in several spots. It's a horrific compound fracture. Make a perception roll. Rather than
Let's
going
get 14.
rather than panning out as some of these vignettes do, this one seems to be very focused on this child's injury, and you can't help but notice that the fracture of the arm zigzags twice, creating the unmistakable shape of the letter W.
Oh no.
But backwards. So
Right, exactly. But backwards. Inverted as though it were in a mirror.
did Draco see what's in
Not yet.
his?
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
It is Hoppy's turn.
I know what it says. I know what it says.
Does it say beware?
That's what I say. Just backwards.
That's as.
And then I'm scared that my reflections, even though they're both very dashing, are going to come through and attack us. That's what I'm
Most
scared of.
definitely. There's going to be 3 Dracos in the same room.
It's going to be amazing.
And we'll have to kill them all just to be certain.
Hey.
Anything, Hoppy?
Uh,
I'm okay
This is as
fudging
far as I
movement a little bit. I care less about movement and more just like about like this is your turn to do a thing.
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
I'm gonna let them figure out the puzzle because I'm not very good.
Fair enough. Draco, it is your turn.
See if I see another dashing reflection of yours truly into the mirror.
Looking into the northern mirror, as has happened before, the solid glass becomes liquid and swirls, revealing a memory, a vignette, a scene. This time, the scene is. You get the sense it's late night in some kind of study, maybe, or like a salon. There's a large chair with a high back facing a fireplace. The only light source is coming from the crackling logs in the fire.
Cozy.
The figure in the chair is never fully visible to you, but you get the sense that this person is despondent, like deeply saddened and depressed. But like the dark room's shadow from the high back chair always makes sure like the upper third of their body is never fully revealed. You get the sense that it's a masculine figure, probably an adult man. And he takes a small satchel from his lap and tosses it into the wooden fire. Parts of the envelope burn away. You can see like some kind of letter inside burns away with it. But what's left is a locket and a length of chain. And no need to roll a perception, as the chain glows white hot. The way that the chain and the pendant have been dangled over the logs forms the unmistakable letter A. But backwards.
But backwards, yes. Clearly.
It is Oni's turn.
All right.
And yes, of course, I reiterate all this to y'all.
I'm gonna come to the Hoppy mirror and touch it. like put my hand up to Hoppy and see if anything happens.
Stop flirting with your boyfriend. It's like
to
your
the
poster on
mirror?
the wall.
Hmm.
Yeah, nothing. It's cool to the touch. It's not. There's nothing amorphous about it. Nothing warps or
Break it.
distorts. It doesn't move at all. It's a static image of Hoppy.
Like your
But
poster on
you
your
see,
wall.
yeah, exactly. It's like you're touching a painting.
Okay. Can I keep going? I'd like to
I'm okay with a little bit more, sure.
move to the next open mirror that doesn't have a reflection in it and put my hand against that.
Before you can even touch it, it begins to sort of liquefy momentarily and reflects a picture of you reaching out to touch it.
Hmm.
And that image of you is now frozen perfectly still. And regardless of how you move, where you turn, what you say or do, the mirror has become a static image of Oni exactly as she was in that moment, reaching out to touch the mirror.
But nothing happens when I touch it.
Ooh, that's interesting. Give me one moment.
You broke the game.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't. Yes, I'm trying to decide exactly how this would work, and it's a little bit difficult. Oni, you reach out and you touch the mirror, the reflection of yourself that isn't quite a reflection in that it doesn't really follow your exact movements. As you touch the mirror, you suddenly reappear about 10 feet backwards from where you were, feeling the impulse to go and touch the mirror. But as you turn the corner to crack, you see the version of yourself in the mirror disappear, and the pane itself cracks and shatters.
I turn to look. Did you just break that?
I don't know if that's good or bad. So we
What,
now
you
have
breaking stuff?
a broken mirror.
7 years of bad luck. That's what that is.
All right, my turn is over.
It is Renan's turn.
She's going to join the crowd over here, trying to stay behind everybody. And she's going to say, you know, guys, probably go to the last one down there, and yes, go to the other one, just in case scary traps.
I'm losing Mark. Is anybody else having a hard time hearing him?
Sorry, can you hear me?
That's better.
I hear you, but you're kind of breaking up.
Okay, hold on.
That's better.
Better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really need a new headset to switch to earbuds. I was just saying that Renan is going to join the rest of the group so she can stay behind everyone, and she's going to suggest that somebody go down to the end and check the first word, the first letter, because it may be we can possibly guess what this letter is based on what the word is, just in case, it causes some scary trap.
You're welcome to go down there. It's a nice, scary long hallway by yourself.
Nah, she's okay, baby.
But yes, that's a good idea. So she's going to wait there then? Amon's turn?
Next.
All right, Amon, you're up.
All right, I'm going to just dutifully move to the next northern pane and see what I see.
As has been the case before, you see the solid glass pane dissolve into a liquid. It swirls slightly until eventually it sort of takes you into this other world, a world of moving pictures through the pane that you're looking at. You see a modest sum of people, maybe no more than 15, all gathered around. Obviously, it's a graveyard. It's gently raining. It looks like they're all gathered around a freshly interred grave. People are sad. People are hugging each other. There's, generally open weeping. It hits you pointedly that this is a great tragedy based on how everyone is reacting to it. The perspective of the mirror shifts, like it's circling around, and at one point, the gravestones create in a line the reverse letter E. Hoppy's turn.
He's gonna stay out of this.
Fair enough. Draco's turn.
Yeah, you know what he's going to do. Gonna go all the way to the end, set this trap off.
You approach the last pane of glass, the mirror. You look into it. It dissolves away into a vignette, sort of like you've seen before. And it's just a world of absolute blackness. Black as night, black as char cloth, black as soot. And then in that darkness, you see two soft pinpoints of light blue.
That's not
The-
creepy.
The glass shatters away, and you find yourself staring at a basilisk.
Ah,
Oh, shoot.
Jesus.
I need you,
I scream.
Draco, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Draco,
I think I
beware,
lost my
beware.
constitution.
Basilisk everywhere. There's basilisk everywhere.
Amazing. I think Amon gets the inspiration token. That was awesome. Everywhere.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh boy. Right off the bat, hold on one second. Draco, you find yourself suddenly frozen, paralyzed, not just by fear, but as the joints of your body begin to lock up. You look down at your hands and they're starting to calcify. You can see layers of granite developing all over your epidermis. You go to turn and run, but you're like slow as molasses, and you look down at your feet and they've already become stone. You are in the process of being paralyzed,
Yes.
turned to stone by the gaze of the basilisk. Whilst slow moving, it has no problem catching up to you and will attempt to bite you. And it critically fails, which is
Yay!
just the best possible way for it to make
That's
its
right. He
introduction to
shifts
the
his
party.
own tooth off on my rock hard abs.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Because, granite.
I wouldn't want to take you for granted.
I get the right pose. I'll be like a Greek god. Like at the bottom of a Greek god. That's right.
Oh, Draco, it's your turn. Hold on one second. Okay, it's your turn. I had to just familiarize myself with a rule. What would you like to do?
Not get killed.
That seems wise.
That's so good.
Because of its critical failure, the next attack made against it will have advantage. So if you wanted to make an attack roll attack, it would be made with advantage. Or you can be, dinner for basilisk.
All right. Am I able to cast my fire dude and then have him teleport me out? I think I would, right?
Yeah, I don't do it.
Yeah, that's my action. Cast him and then
And then the bonus action
So-
to have him Teleport
Yeah.
you.
So I'm gonna have him appear right there because when he appears,
Kill damage.
they need to take a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 damage. So okay, so he got good. But yeah, then I have my guy teleport me 15 feet away. Yeah. So, whoop,
Okay.
whoop.
Do I take half damage on the successful save, or do I take no damage on the successful save?
It says it's no damage.
Two things happen. First, I need Fire Guy to also make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let me pull up his sheet.
And at the end of your turn, Draco, I need another one from you, but yours is made with disadvantage.
Fire dude.
Nice.
Except, Wildfire Spirit's good. Yeah.
You said disadvantage for me?
Yes.
Ooh.
Do
Do you have an inspiration token?
I do not.
We didn't talk about inspiration for today.
And I don't have one that I can give you.
Or for
I'm
yesterday.
sorry.
For us.
Oh, good.
We did not, no. Whoopsie. Draco, you go to high five your Wildfire Spirit for bailing you out again, and as you go to high five him, your hand just turns to solid stone.
Aww.
You are petrified. The basilisk's gaze has finished its job, and you have been made stone.
At least a good-looking stone.
You guys are going to make me carry it, Mark.
Zach, join me in secrets for just one quick sec.
Is Andy with us? Can we Harry Potter this bad boy and have the griffin scratch the eyes so that it can't turn any of us to stone?
I don't think so. I assume that I leave him back with the
On the other side.
garden.
Yeah, I don't think he came through the mirror. Dang.
Yeah.
Trying to think if I have anything to put over my eyes that would.
Well, that isn't gonna. So we just can't make eye contact with it, right? Is that the rule of fighting a
Yeah.
basilisk?
I think so.
So you'll just
So
have to look down, but it's gonna be hard to attack. I was
yeah,
thinking the
I
same
think
thing with Oni.
I'm guessing I might be able to shoot at it with disadvantage if I close my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a max range, so you could probably back off to like the as far as
I
away
know.
as you can go.
I
And,
know.
uh,
Oh no.
Since it's a
Oh
constitution, I have a really high constitution.
I know.
Jump in front.
It is
Oh no.
Okay. Before
Yeah.
I go running in,
Done.
can I just confirm that only making direct eye contact with it is what causes you to turn to stone?
Yes, any creature that can see the basilisk will need to make a Constitution saving throw against its petrification ability. We see Zach's legs pretty nice there. Nice. The only thing that will prevent you from being able to avoid that effect is closing your eyes, bandaging your eyes, doing something that prevents you from seeing, which effectively the foil is if you accept the blinded condition, you do not have to roll against petrification.
But then you'll have disadvantage for all your attacks.
That's correct, because you're blind fighting essentially.
Okay. Well,
Is there a max range on the? That's what we were talking about. Is there a max range on the petrification?
I'm sure there
That's
is.
something we- Okay.
All right. And it's around the corner, right? Like it can't see me.
Presently, no one. Yeah, presently no one can see it, and you can't, and it can't see anyone. As far as you know, Draco looked in the mirror, turned around, and was a block of stone.
Because he didn't tell us what he was fighting.
Right. From his perspective, Fire Guy just basically teleported a statue of Draco around the corner, and then panically looked at you guys with his.
Can we hear it?
You can make a perception roll, sure. It's a large creature. It's not like it's trying to. It's not stealthy, as Dills would say. Yeah, you can hear it dragging its corpulent form over the stone and like gently hissing as it goes. It's making no attempt to be hidden. I don't know that you'd be able to identify specifically what it is.
Might Amon, since he also got a high perception and knows more about animals?
The
I'd let
beasts,
Amon roll nature.
nature.
Just before I take my turn, because otherwise Oni would probably just run right in.
Seeing the petrification, your mind races. You think Gorgon, you think Cockatrice, you think Basilisk. There's a number of things that can do that. All of them dangerous, all of them deadly. If you want to just, if you're able to warn the party about petrification, that's probably very helpful. But
Yeah.
beyond that, you don't know.
I'm just gonna shout out. He's petrified. It could be any one of these things. But I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, I can't get there. I don't have enough move even with double move, so I'm going to go here, which is a double move for me, but still around the corner, so it shouldn't be an issue. And I'm going to secure a piece of some material. I'm looking at my... I'm going to do something to cover my eyes.
You can just close your eyes if you want.
I'll do that. All right.
Does
I'm gonna
looking at a
close my eyes,
basilisk
but
in
I'm
a
gonna have
mirror?
both of my swords at the ready for my next round.
John, does looking at a basilisk in a mirror petrify you?
In the D&D universe, it does. Seeing it at all is enough to petrify you.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't
figure
like
that's
it 'cause,
something
like,
Amon would know. But...
Right, yeah. In older versions of the game, they would let you do like the Greek myth of looking at it in a polished shield, but then they decided that that's just not right.
My turn is up.
It is Renan's turn.
Do we need to get it to look at itself in this mirror that's straight ahead of it? Because nothing has been locked in there yet.
Let's start with Renan's turn. Renan, can you make a perception check for me?
Really? Yeah. That was on.
As Renan begins to take her turn, she sees all the way down the hallway a stoned Draco be teleported around the corner by his wildfire spirit. She hears Amon call out a warning. It's hard for her to purse as all this is going on. Before she decides to go anywhere, though, she can hear the faint sound of, like, have you ever like punched or kicked plexiglass? You hear something like that. There's like a resounding sort of hollow plastic thumping sound that happens many, many times in a row. A brief pause, and then many, many times in a row, followed by a very brief pause. Every once in a while, one of the thumps is slightly louder or more obnoxious than the other.
Can I identify where the sound's coming from?
Behind you somewhere. It sounds distant and muffled.
Like someone
and it
trapped
sounds
behind
like-
glass.
Yeah, someone trapped behind glass. I'm gonna take a look back here, specifically looking at Draco was on both of these glasses, right? Or mirrors, right?
Correct. If you look
Can
at
I
the
take a
one
look?
south of the letter A, you see a very handsome Instagram-worthy Draco like giving the thoughtful beer stroker the peace sign, and he looks picture perfect. He was ready for that one.
And this one over here. See it?
If you go a little further down the hallway and look into the one opposite the R, you see a panicked, frantic Draco literally banging on the interior of the glass.
I'm gonna yell this down the hallway, and maybe we should all get in front of one of the, or anybody who's going to be close to him, get in one of the mirrors, so maybe we can. Maybe there's some way I can rescue him. How did you break the one? Tony,
I touched it at the time that it was taking the picture, and that cracked it.
I
That's
wonder
just
if
a
I can-
reflection.
Why don't I try touching it? Touching the one that he's.
You touch it, and it just feels sort of cold to you. And as you touch it, you can almost feel the reverberations from Draco's fists and knees and elbows and toes. Like there's just this very slight movement on the pane of glass. It's absolutely like almost silent. You can just hear very faint thump, thump, thump. And every time he yells at you to get him free, it's just like the voice is muted, but you can still feel the sort of thumps on your side of the glass.
Then I guess. How far can I can't see the monster.
No, it's still around a corner.
I think I can only move 10 more feet. I guess that's why we're going to buy. I guess I'll ready a bow shot.
At the basilisk?
At whatever comes around the corner.
Okay. Amon, it's your turn.
We're just gonna leave Draco in the mirror.
I'm going to look into the mirror directly across from me to try and get my picture taken. I've been avoiding that.
We'll learn that last time that somebody had to get within 5 feet of it before that happened. If you just stare down across the hallway, it appears like that infinite hallway sort of illusion of a hall of a mirror reflecting.
And I'm going to walk up to the mirror and face the mirror. And then I am going to close my eyes and delay action until I hear movement.
Okay. You don't see it, but the mirror swirls liquid for just a moment and then, takes the DMV photo of Amon like
eyes closed, bow drawn.
And you are your image is indelibly trapped in there as you were in that moment in time, and your eyes are closed, preventing you from hopefully being petrified instantly. Happy, it's your turn.
Well, I know what Hoppy's good at. I'm going to rage and run at the thing. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna rage and run at it.
Okay.
I should be able to get to there with the move and my instinctive counts. Excuse me. And then I'm going to attack it with my great sword.
I like instinctive pouch. We were talking about your Bacon of Hope the other day. In Clint's game, one of our clerics doesn't know, he's never played D&D before, and we were telling him, you've got a special spell right now that would really help. It's gonna buff Clint's Ross's AC, and you need to cast it. He goes, I don't see it. I'm like, it's Shield of. He goes, oh, there, I got it. Shield of Face. And everyone laughed. I'm like, well, you're not wrong. It's up there with Bacon of Hope. All right, sorry.
That's Okay, I'm going to, and actually, I have the Medallion of the Omniprax Champion, so I'm going to use up my last thing for that. And if I remember correctly, that gives 10 hit points plus 2 attack rolls and stamina. And increases movement. So if I couldn't make it before, I don't.
Mhm.
That's my
And
last.
goodbye, Medallion of the Omniprax. I'm moving it to archive.
I'm going to Great Sword.
Hit.
And Great Sword.
Are you closing your eyes or not?
I am not closing my eyes. I don't know what's going on, and I know that I can get things apart. So
Okay. Just checking.
But both of those should be -5 plus 3, so 20 points.
Yes. They're hit. I'm just doing math in my brain, and it's hard. Can you see his health bar or not?
Yes.
Yes. I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh no. Hoppy, you
Should be
begin to
plus
feel.
3, right?
Say that again.
16. 16.
Why is it +3?
2 for the
Oh, the
2
token.
for the
You're right. You're
token.
right. You're right.
1 for because we had that.
Right. I was thinking 14 was a failure, but you are right. The medallion saves you. Whew. That is it for your turn. Yes.
Unless you want to let me hit it again.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, I can do. No, I can't.
I will attempt
Go
to
ahead.
bite.
Uh,
22, I think, hits unless you're going to shield.
I am not going to shield because I want to keep it here.
Okay. 14 points of piercing becomes 7, plus 6 is 13 damage. The poison isn't halved, but total 13.
13.
Draco, it's your turn. You are petrified. And or otherwise imprisoned in a mirror.
Can Fire Guy get you out?
You do have actions as Fire Guy to take this turn, but unfortunately that's all you can do.
Maybe have Fire Guy
I think you're
trouble you
muted.
down to your mirror.
Well, I was trying to be quiet because, you know.
That was a good roleplay, yeah.
I'll have Fire Guy come and try to shoot Flame Seed at the mirror, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah, here you go, Flame Seed.
It's the broadside of a barn, so all we need is
Okay.
damage. And 6 points.
As long as it wasn't hurting me as I was trying to break the glass. Okay, that's my turn.
I gave it a health bar.
Oh, look, there it is. Thank you.
So you get a sense of like how it's starting to crack and chip.
Yeah.
Oni, it's your turn.
Okay. My eyes are closed.
I believe you.
I'm gonna holler out to Hoppy and ask him if he knows what type of creature it is.
It's a lizard.
It's a dead one.
it's a very fair assessment.
Okay. Amon, can you see it from where you are?
He said
Not with my
specifically he
eyes
was
closed.
closing his eyes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna.
Hoppy shouts out, "It's an obelisk."
And they everywhere.
They aware.
That was the best part of today.
Okay.
It always makes me happy when a dad joke lands.
That one was excellent too. I very much enjoyed that. Okay, so my eyes are closed. I'm going to work my way around the corner, talking to Hoppy the whole time to make sure that I'm not accidentally attacking him instead of the obelisk. And then I'm guessing with a disadvantage, I can take my attacks.
That is correct.
You're definitely at a disadvantage. Your eyes are
Nice.
closed.
My eyes are closed, but it's
Let's see if
big.
you cut Hoppy.
Hopefully, I don't. 14. Does 14
It's
hit?
unfortunately a miss.
Does 17 hit
It does.
for 8 damage? And 14 again.
Roll
That
15
is-
because it's +1.
Miss.
Okay.
Disadvantages, but
I
I'm-
see Renan's turn. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna Blade Ward cantrip.
You've used your bonus action to offhand.
Oh, never mind then. Just kidding.
Did you just give me a little shitty look there? What was that about?
No,
I'll give you bonus actions. Damn.
I thought I could do it for free.
It is free in that it's a cantrip, but it requires your bonus action. So any round where you're using all 3 attacks,
Okay.
you won't be able to Blade Ward. You could like main hand, and then cantrip.
Thanks.
Renan's turn.
Does Renan have any idea why Wendude is shooting this mirror?
I would think so.
She could go over and see Draco like making rude hand
Well,
gestures and.
She did go over and see him. So
But he was doing like all these different gestures with like. Yeah.
I will
I think
break
she'd
you.
be able to. I think she'd be. I mean, she might give him a
Okay.
hard time about it. Be like, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you."
I will
You would
have
definitely do
her-
that.
I'll have her attack the
The darkness.
Yeah, get it.
yeah. What's her? So she won't get sneak attack on the wall, but
That's correct.
Does she have any attacks that do extra damage? Like Booming Blade, would Booming Blade work in this instance?
I think Booming Blade works only when that thing, like when your opponent moves, and since it's a static object, I don't think it's going to ever move.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna attack it.
8 points of
That
piercing.
was-
A monster.
So this thing just hasn't taken a turn yet.
It bit Hoppy and stayed where it was because it had a meal
Oh.
potentially in sight.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was blocking it from moving.
And it bit at me the first time. It chipped its tooth.
I'm gonna feel my way around the corner, and I'm going to take a risk and open my eye that has the Eye of Horus on it
Hmm.
to see if that works. Because no one has said specifically that this is a basilisk. So far,
I was trying to. I just in stone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, any vision
okay.
causes a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep. It's worth a shot.
Oh!
Oh God.
You critically failed.
Um,
Unfortunately, you joined the illustrious group of people who have become
Thank
stone
God you
without
hit
a
the
second
mirror.
saving throw. Yes. Leave your token where it was, but yeah, your soul is trapped in this mirror here. We'll mark it with a heart.
Hooray.
And you can see you're looking out at stoned version of yourself and Draco, and you can pound on the glass all you want, but people can barely hear you. You can barely hear what's happening on the other side, but hopefully someone will find you one day. Hoppy.
Hoppy is going to take it out on the lizard.
I mean, he is a giant minotaur, so I'm afraid with any sentence that says Hoppy's gonna take it out,
Hoppy's gonna take it
Mhm.
out.
then I'm gonna beat you with it.
19 and 22.
Both hits. 25, 37, 44.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
That's right.
It is Basilisk turn. Basilisk will make one advantaged bite against Hoppy for 6 points of piercing and 11 points of poison, total 17. And one bite against Oni normally with no advantage. Or no, you're closed.
My eyes are closed. Mhm.
Oh, right. Thanks, Draco. Mark, I need a Constitution saving throw from Hoppy. And the Omniprax token saves your life again. Oh no, it was 8, right? Because you don't have advantage.
Yeah. So 11.
That is the first fail. Your skin tightens, your joints freeze, you feel incredibly slow, and you can watch as stone starts to slowly grow over your extremities and starts to cover your body.
Do I take the 17?
Yes, unless you're going to take a reaction to
I wouldn't
mitigate
be
that.
able to take a reaction because I can't see, so I wouldn't know that it was happening. Right?
I appreciate your dedication to that. There's no mechanic in the game that says you can't do that. So if you
I'll
want to,
say that's the case because that makes it more.
like in this example, Mark's got his eyes wide open and he goes, "Oni, watch out!"
I still
Oni,
feel like
lizard!
I wouldn't be able. Airware.
Everywhere.
Okay, then yeah, you take the damage. It is Draco's turn.
Go fire guy,
And
go.
I can't use any magic inside here, right?
You've not tried, but since your punches and kicks have left no marring whatsoever on the glass on this side, your
Most
inference
likely.
is that it would
Yeah.
be successful.
Right. Okay. So, flame seed. Yeah. Oh.
Roll the thing. If it was any kind of extra damage, I'm gonna give you a little perky perk.
The Oni, that's how you flame seed. You don't blow it up in your face.
Nice. You shatter the mirror, cracking it. As soon as it's cracked, Draco, the stony form covering your body cracks, and you are returned to normal function, standing right where you were before you were transported into the mirror after looking at the horrible creature. So you're back right here, ready to go.
Oh my god! Basilisk! It's a basilisk! Yes!
I don't know if you guys know.
If you had any doubt, yes it is. It's a basilisk.
Draco, as
They're
you're gathering
everywhere.
your thoughts, having just appeared in the hallway again, like sort of short of breath, you see that Amon is just kind of smirking at you from the other side of the mirror, giving you the help a brother out kind of look.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and do I'll do thunderclap, see how that does on it.
Ooh, smart. Oh, but it didn't roll very well, did it?
No.
Even with the double damages.
And oh yeah, sorry, loud noise.
Does he need to roll Constitution?
No, because I'm not looking at it now.
He's around the corner.
and I was facing away from it because I was running as I turned to stone.
Oni, it's your turn.
All right, let's see how I do.
Kill it.
I have disadvantage. I'll do my best. 17?
Hit.
17?
Also a hit.
Have I done enough damage yet?
It
15.
you
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Oh, thank God it was already dead. I just wanted to
Yeah.
push the button.
it is at 0 hit points and its skin turns granite and scaly, but it's still alive, writhing around.
Well, then,
I'm gonna say you
I'll roll for
rolled
my
your other
fail.
attack roll.
and you slice Hoppy's nose off.
See, in this instance, it's actually probably going to be better than a hit would have been, believe it or not. You end your current turn and are surprised until the end of your next turn, which is pretty bad.
I mean, the dead thing did just turn into stone, but not die. So yeah, that's pretty surprising.
Mhm.
I'm not surprised. That was my reaction.
Yeah, it's surprised that you're surprised.
Renan, it is your turn.
I will. She will start moving up. I think this is 60. Can I see? Do I have line of sight to it?
To Amon's
To what?
mirror.
To the.
To the
Basilisk.
basilisk? Yes, for sure. Oh,
Okay,
as Renan, I see.
Renan.
I don't think
I
so.
would
That-
say not technically, no. Sorry, I thought you were asking as Mark, and I was like, yeah, obviously. What? Come on, dude. No, I think like there would be the best case that I'd let you make an argument here for certain, but you'd have to get much closer.
Well, I mean, you could aim for here, and then it's. But. Yeah, like right there would be. So I'm too far away. In that case, I'm going to come over here and shoot at the. So.
Amon's mirror.
Run. Yeah.
Okay. It's starting to chip and shatter pretty significantly. Amon, it is. Oh, you don't have any actions you can take inside the mirror except watch as people try to free you.
I'm gonna do a silly dance.
Ooh, like a Fortnite dance?
I don't know what that is.
Me neither. But
Can you describe what's going on with the basilisk again? And
once Destiny slashed at its throat, it bled out and sort of went limp like it was starting to die, but then its skin, rather than staying reptilian and leather, like scaled, it hardened over like chunks of granite. So now it looks kind of like an Onyx Pokemon. The entire length of its body is made of jagged, hardened stone. No longer bleeding, and its movements are slightly slower and a little more listless than they were before. But some otherworldly power seems to be driving it forward.
Like a golem.
is
Yes.
Maybe. Possibly. Only on Sundays.
Convenient.
okay. So I was looking at Knuckles knocking, because one of the things is it can be used to do double damage to it's unattended objects. So I was thinking, oh, it's a stone object, but I didn't. I needed to say that. I guess not knowing any better, I'm just going to attack it.
It's a weird little pivot to the music.
I just wanted to
I,
throw
yeah,
the
I like it. I like it though.
I'm good. Do I? Is there any effect to being one level or frozen?
You are
Uh,
slowed,
petrified.
so you move half of your speed. At the end of this turn, you'll have to make another save.
Do I lose advantage? Do I go at disadvantage?
For what? Oh, for
For
your Constitution
attack.
save, yes. A disadvantage Constitution save as you.
No, for
are-
attacks.
If your eyes are open, nothing changes.
Yep, I'm gonna see this through.
Let's stop there for just 1 second. The 19 hits. It deals 21 points of damage. You slash at it, like carving a massive tear through its upper thorax just below its jawline to basically where its middle stomach would be. It doesn't seem affected or hurt at all by the attack. Draco, you look in horror as a large chunk of damage is rent through the statue that is Amon. Amon takes half of that damage at 11 points.
Whoa!
And his statue starts to be cut in half as Hoppy tries to slash down this creature like a tree.
Stop! Stop! What are you guys doing? Hey,
Okay.
what are you doing? Stop!
Then I'm going to run away from it, and I realize it's going to get an attack of opportunity, and I'm going to smack this mirror.
Total of 14 points of damage to you, and smash that mirror, son.
Bam.
Nice. As Conan once discovered, a mirror's bad. You destroy the mirror easily, effortlessly slashing it. As soon as it's broken, Amon, you return to a body that's got a massive chest wound in it now, and you can't help but think that's not how you left yourself.
Oh no.
Bleeding out. As soon as your body is returned, however, the stoned basilisk just crumbles to a pile of granite dust, instantly just falling to the ground in a heap of nothing.
I was a Horcrux.
You were. You clearly were.
I'm gonna push past where the basilisk is and see, like, is there a teleportation pad?
Yes,
Is
as
it hiding
you
something?
behind the dead body of the basilisk, you see a large swirling gateway appear.
I'm gonna
It seems to be made of the same void stuff that surrounded the jail.
let everybody know that there's a portal up here.
Hoppy
would
could
like to
use
join
some
me.
kit dye. Can we rest?
Oh, when we get back to the other side, into the safe room.
Well, we don't know for sure that's where it's taking us, but I am of that opinion. I don't know how long the portal will stay open, so it might be best for us to take it now.
Okay.
You are
Oh, is there-
predictably returned to the atrium.
Was there
Now
anything
rest.
special in his? Was there anything of value in his body?
No, it became like just granulated, like powder once you destroyed the mirror that was sustaining him.
Jesus.
Hoppy needs all the kit dye.
You know, I do have some spells I could do to heal everybody.
Give me one more.
All right, we just have one
I
mirror
have-
left.
We go back to where we came, right? That's one right here.
Before we commit to going north, let me ask you guys a question. It is 11:33. I sincerely doubt that we will get through the next mirror in 27 minutes.
Mhm.
I'm
And then
happy to run late if you guys want to run late.
I can't.
If
I got
we
somewhere I got to be
have
at 12:30.
Okay, so if we have hard stops, then we might just want to stop a few minutes early now because there's just.
Okay.
I can show you the next room if you guys want to see it, so you've got something to think about and plan
Nah.
for next week.
Let it be a
No,
surprise.
keep it surprise. Let it be a
Okay.
surprise.
Then are we good for next weekend?
I
Yes.
believe so.
All right, I'm going to put
Um,
it on the schedule.
Yes, I am.
The 12th
next
at
weekend
9
is
a.m.
Veterans Day.
It is.
I think I'm.
I do want to give you guys a heads up. I will be